Today's question is, what is my purpose in life, and how does it relate to my spirituality? This is pretty similar probably to the question about values and how they connect to my spirituality. But that's okay. I have no problem talking about a similar topic because I already got it started, so I can get into even more depth now. My life purpose is something I'm still figuring out. Feels like it's something that's always just a little ways away from me. Feels like I am a donkey and it's a little carrot dangling in front of my face, and I will not get to it because it's just the pursuit of even finding out what it is feels like it's what is driving me forward, just to sort of figure this out. And I have run in every mental circle that there is trying to figure out what path I want to take. A lot more thinking than action, granted. So that's something that needs to change. But I can tell you some things that will always fall into my life purpose. Creation. Expression. Ideas. You know, again, things I talked about in my values video, but those are always something that's going to tie into it somehow. If I'm doing something that doesn't require me to be very creative, where I don't get to share a whole lot of my ideas, and I don't feel like I get to adequately express myself, I am not alive. And when I say that, I think about my current job and how little of most of those things there are most of the time. And unless I use my free time that I do have in a day, at least like a little bit, to feed those needs, I am not living on that particular day. Everything that I do is requiring energy from me and is giving me absolutely none in return. What it's giving me back is money, which is a big thing, a big necessary darn thing. But it's, you know, that's not going to cut it. My life purpose involves money, at least hopefully, but it is not money itself. Money, as Tai Lopez, genius wise man who's done nothing but virtuous things, money is fuel units for living out your dreams. Please punch me in the face so hard for quoting Tai Lopez. My life purpose does involve helping people somehow, and I haven't figured out how. In this world, it's very, very hard to be charitable. In the United States, especially financially, as a regular citizen, it is very, very hard to be charitable and to dedicate significant portions of your wealth or time to helping other people. And it's very easy for those things, like one's own pursuits, like taking care of yourself, can fall to the wayside very easily. It's very easy for taking care of other people to fall to the wayside. It's even easier. But I know that it has to be in me somewhere. It always has to be something I'm kind of doing. And I will say that is an area of my life that I think is lacking right now. I used to be a caregiver, and so, you know, I wouldn't always be actively helping people all that much. There'd be shifts where I'd do a bad job, or there'd be shifts where I'd be like, there wasn't a whole lot of feeling of meaning to it, but the ones where there was meaning to it meant the absolute universe to me and to my client. And it kept me from totally hating myself in my worst hours. And I'm trying to find more of that. I'm trying to find other outlets for that. And I don't know where it's going to come from. But I know that whatever I do, I mean, one of the things I really look forward to about my vision of financial freedom is that I can use some level of that, or whether it's actual money or just my time, just because I don't need to give so much hour of my day to work, is just helping people. And I also want there to be some level of teaching, instructing. I actually really, really like that. I'm not totally sure at what level I like instructing, but that's just something I've always kind of had a natural talent for. Especially things that I'm really passionate about, I teach very, very well. Maybe that ties into the altruism. I mean, I do like the idea of that I can help people through teaching them. In some ways, as much as I try to say every time that I am talking about myself, hey, this is not life advice, this is just me relaying my experience, I know that some people could listen to some things that I say and draw some level of inspiration from some of it. At least some of it, you know? The wonderful thing about being human is that you can't be totally unique because you share the experience of being a human with somebody, so somebody will resonate with what you're saying if you just talk enough. That's why I talk so aimlessly for so many videos in a row. It's because maybe there will be somebody who relates to something that I say. But it's also just because I feel fulfilled after I talk for a long time. So, hey, we both win in this situation. Yeah, there will be some level of just helping others grow. If it's not directly being a teacher or instructor or a certified whatchamacallit, it's using my experience of growth to facilitate in somebody else's growth. That's a long way of saying I can't concisely say what my life purpose is, and that's probably something I should really, really be getting on. But then there's also a part of me that doesn't want to whittle it down to a sentence because it just feels so confining. You know, brevity is the soul of wit, but brevity ain't the soul of Joe. I don't know. My life purpose is to finish making this video. I succeeded! I can die now!